In the pantheon of history, few civilizations shine as brightly as ancient Greece. This remarkable northeastern Mediterranean civilization and culture, which after the Dark Ages started flourishing from the archaic period of 8th century BCE to the end of classical period in the 5th century CE, has profoundly influenced the foundations of Western civilization. Ancient Greece stands as a beacon of enlightenment and achievement, a civilization that has indelibly shaped the course of Western culture and thought. From the misty peaks of Olympus to the sun-drenched agoras of Athens, the legacy of the Greeks pervades our modern world in myriad ways. From our systems of governance and scientific inquiry to the very language of our art and philosophy. It begins in the Bronze Age, with the enigmatic seafaring Minoan civilization, flourished from 3000 BCE to 1100 BCE on the island of Crete, whose sophisticated palaces and vibrant frescoes hint at the culture rich in art and maritime commerce. Yet, it was the Mycenaeans, the first writers and speakers of ancient Greek, and the Greek mainland, who would seize destiny, laying the groundwork for a saga of gods and heroes that would forever echo through history. They built the foundation for what would become the pantheon of Greek gods and heroes, immortalized in Homer's epic poems, the Iliad and Odyssey, caves of the Trojan War, love and heroism that continue to captivate. The Mycenaean civilization represents the last phase of the Bronze Age in ancient Greece, spanning the period from approximately 1750 BCE to 1050 BCE. They laid the cultural and architectural groundwork for the classical Greek era to come. Their tales of gods, heroes, and epic conflicts have seeped into the bedrock of Western narrative tradition, setting the stage for the incredible developments of the classical period. Following the so-called Late Bronze Age collapse of civilization in the Eastern Mediterranean world in the 12th century BCE, the Greek Dark Ages started in 1100 BCE and continued until the beginning of Archaic or Old Age in 750 BCE. The Archaic period saw developments in Greek politics, economics, international relations, warfare, and culture. The Greek alphabet was developed during Archaic period. The Archaic Age was the era when major Greek political innovations took place. One of these was the creation of the poleis, or city-state, a complex societal structure that combined political, religious, and social functions. Each polis was a microcosm of Greek society, with Athens and Sparta representing two of its most iconic forms. Athens, a beacon of art, philosophy, and democracy, contrasted sharply with militaristic Sparta, where life was dedicated to discipline and the art of war. This duality highlights the Greeks' diverse approaches to life, governance, and civic responsibility. The Olympic Games, originating in 776 BCE in Olympia, were not only athletic competitions but also religious festivals celebrating the prowess and beauty of the human body. Events like the discus, javelin, and the stadion race were as much about physical excellence as they were about moral and spiritual refinement, embodying the Greek ideal of a sound mind in a sound body. The 5th century BCE marks the Athens Golden Age, a period of unparalleled intellectual and cultural growth, saw the birth of democracy, where citizens had a voice in the governance of their city. This period sees the birth of Western philosophy, with figures like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle seeking to understand the universe and our place within it. The arts thrive, the playwrights such as Sophocles and Euripides exploring the depths of human emotion and morality. Sparta remains emblematic of virtues of discipline and valor. The rigorous training of the Spartan agoge forged individuals into warriors, prioritizing the needs of the state over personal desires. Spartan life is characterized by discipline, loyalty, and endurance. The legendary Battle of Thermopylae, where 300 Spartans stood against the West Persian army, epitomizes the Spartan ethos of courage and sacrifice, a narrative that has echoed through the ages as a symbol of indomitable spirit and loyalty. The philosophical contributions of ancient Greece cannot be overstated. Socrates' method of inquiry laid the groundwork for Western thought, encouraging a relentless questioning of accepted truths. Plato's Republic and Aristotle's Politics explored the nature of justice, governance, and human society, ideas that continue to influence modern political thought. The establishment of the Lyceum and the Academy as centers of learning heralded the importance of education and inquiry in civic life. Greek mythology, with its pantheon of gods and heroes, offered explanations for the forces of nature and human patience. Stories of Zeus, Hera, Athena, and Dionysus were not mere tales, but woven into fabric of daily life, reflecting the Greeks' attempts to understand the world around them. Heroes, half mortal and half divine, like Hercules and Achilles, undertake epic quests and adventures embodying virtues and flaws that mirror the human condition. The Homeric epics, the Iliad and Odyssey, were more than entertainment. They were integral to the Greek moral and educational framework, teaching values of honor, bravery, and wisdom. Athens' golden age also sparks an enlightenment in science, philosophy, and the arts. The city's theaters became arenas for exploring social, political, and philosophical questions through drama. Philosophers questioned the nature of knowledge and existence, while scientists like Archimedes and Euclid laid the foundations for mathematics and physics. This intellectual ferment not only enriches Athenian society, but also sows the seeds for future generations. The torch of Greek civilization was carried forth by Alexander the Great, whose conquests from Egypt to the edges of India marked the beginning of the Hellenistic Age, a period of cultural fusion and scientific advancement between. His empire, stretching from Greece to India, facilitated a remarkable exchange of ideas, cultures, and technologies. The cities he founded became centers of learning and culture, most notably Alexandria in Egypt, home to the famous library and the lighthouse, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. This era witnesses significant advancements in art, science, and philosophy, as Greek culture merges with local traditions, creating a rich tapestry of Hellenistic civilization. Greek art and architecture reflect the civilization's ideals of beauty, balance, and harmony. The construction of temples, like the Parthenon, dedicated to goddess Athena, the protector of the city, exemplified the Greek reverence for their deities and their architectural ingenuity. Sculpture too evolved from rigid koiroi to the dynamic realism of sculptures like Laocoon and his sons, capturing the human form and emotions with unprecedented fidelity. Athens' intellectual fervor gave rise to an unprecedented enlightenment. Theaters echoed with the tragedies of Sophocles and comedies of Aristophanes, reflecting the complexities of human life and society. Meanwhile, the Academy and the Lyceum became the incubators of philosophical and scientific thought, exploring the mysteries of the universe and the mind. The annual Dionysia, the second most important festival after the Panathenaea, was a festival in honor of Dionysus, god of wine and fertility, underscored the communal and religious significance of theater in Greek society. The Greeks made significant advancements in science, mathematics, and astronomy. Figures like Pythagoras, Euclid, and Archimedes pushed the boundaries of knowledge, developing foundational theories and principles that remain cornerstones of science and engineering. Greek astronomers like Aristarchus and Eratosthenes made groundbreaking observations, mapping the stars and calculating the Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy. The influence of ancient Greece on Western civilization is profound and enduring. The principles of democracy, the pursuit of knowledge and truth, the exploration of ethical and moral questions, and the celebration of artistic beauty remain central to our cultural and intellectual landscape. The Greeks' quest for arete, or excellence, in every aspect of life, continues to inspire and challenge us to seek harmony, balance, and meaning in our own lives. The legacy of ancient Greece is immeasurable, permeating every aspect of modern life. From the concept of democracy and civic responsibility to the philosophical inquiries into ethics and existence, the ancient Greeks have left an indelible mark on humanity's collective journey. Their pursuit of knowledge, beauty, and understanding continues to inspire, challenging us to think deeply, question boldly, and strive for excellence in all endeavors. As we reflect on the contributions of the Greeks, we are reminded that the quest for understanding and excellence is a journey that transcends time, inspiring each new generation to build upon the foundations laid by those who came before.